how to apply no contact when you have children together, live together, have lives that are inseparable, maybe even work together. Now, this is always gonna be a really tricky situation to find yourselves in, ladies, and this is something that cannot be avoided. However, if you are in a place where you want to redefine yourself and give yourself some boundaries and cut this man off, but you share children or you work together, how do you then do the no contact? It's not a simple thing, but it has to do with your internal positioning. This has to do with the fact that you're going to have to be extremely stronger than maybe the girl who's just able to close the door and move on. You're going to have to be able to switch off the emotional charge, the negative emotional charge, and get yourself to neutral. My Manifest Your Man 200 affirmations will really help you, especially to recite them before he comes to pick them up or before you go to work. Before you engage with this person, it's really important for you to go through these affirmations, breathe, and speak these things until you come to a neutral place. Because when you are internally neutral, the other person can't read your energy. Now, when I talk about energy, I need us to understand that energy is a real thing. It's not just a new agey word or a thing. We all have an electromagnetic field. We have it, and some of us call it an aura, but we have a space, a spiritual vibration, and a space and an energy that we walk around with, that we exude. And people meet that space before they actually meet you. They encounter that place and that space before they meet you. And that charge, from what I last heard, can be like 6 feet away from you. Now, that charge is very powerful because we are first reading each other on a very energetic level. Now, some of us, that's why we find it hard to attract high value men, because we might dress nice, look nice, but we have a negative self-image around us, and predators can feel a wounded animal because we haven't worked on our internal self, so we're not radiating health of mind, spirit, soul, and body. So when you're in a situation like that, clearly there's a lot of hurt going on. It's a lot more difficult to do, but it can be done, because you just have to hold it together for a few hours in the day, or for that moment where you have to say goodbye to the children. And the issue here is to do something that I believe you will find counterintuitive. The temptation is to have a screw face, to let him know that you're not talking to him, or to go on this silent "I'm not talking to you" tip. I suggest, however, that you actually do the opposite, that you're warm, that you're friendly, and that you don't say and go beyond what is necessary. So, oh, hi Jim, how are you? If you met at work, you can feel like, hello, good morning. Not overly so, but your usual self. That will totally throw him, because he's expecting for you to ignore him. He's expecting you to do all the things, to be cold and speak about him to the colleagues, or to tell the kids stuff about him. So when they go to, he's expecting you to be in a retaliation mode. Now, what will throw him off is when you're behaving normally, when you're being sweet and kind and just keeping it business. Be with him as though you were with somebody who was your postman, delivering the post to you. He would say good morning, you would say good morning, how was your day? Good, thank you, wonderful. Okay then, here are the children. Have a wonderful day, children. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Goodbye. You know, keep it very warm at work. Good morning, John, how are you? Good to hear that, and go about your business. You don't need to get into the kids or don't let him draw you into a conversation. Don't let it get deep. Just keep it polite and friendly, always smiling. You have the opportunity to let him know that you've actually moved on. You're not losing any sleep over this man. This is so powerful because it will have him thinking about what's going on with you and not you thinking about what's going on with him. So whether you share children or you work together or have a business together or whatever, keep it friendly, warm, and professional. Keep that barrier there, but a barrier that he understands is you being warm and friendly and your usual self, but you're not open to any deep conversations, you're not open to any manipulation, you're not open to exploitation, you're just not open for business like that, okay? This is really very vital and important. I was talking to a lady who called me on MAGNIFI, and we're having a chat, and she was like, oh, he hasn't called and I'm so upset, and you know, what do I do? When he calls, I was like, when he calls, be your very sweet, kind, and warm self. Because when men behave a certain kind of way, they're expecting a certain kind of behavior. But when you project something more high value, something more self-loving and self-worth, it's about you, your standards, the way you want to show up in the world, not about them. So I hope for those of you who are with somebody who is indeed dangerous to you, then you need to involve the police, get the courts involved, and have supervised visitations with the children. Don't do it to be malicious. Do it if you feel that you genuinely are not safe, or the children will not be safe in his company alone. If he's on drugs, or he's very volatile, or he hangs around the wrong sort of crowd, then get supervised visitations for the children, or get a court order for him to stay away from you. That is my recommendation of how you can handle no contact when you can't avoid this person. In the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and see me on my Instagram and Facebook. And I'll see you soon on my next video. In the meantime, take care of you.